I didn't recognize her from her face, but the crest, the necklace,
It's us.
that's not it. It's us. Wait, what? What up, critters? Or bidet, shall I say? Welcome back to Vox Machina, or another reaction of Vox Machina. We got episode 5 this time. Looking to get back into this one. I'm excited. Last reaction was an hour long. You're probably seeing this. I'm thinking I'll upload that on Monday, so you might be seeing this one Wednesday. But that one was long, so we gonna try and shorten this intro a little bit, just real quick. We got the team headed to Whitewood. Pike is staying behind. Trinket is staying behind. So I'm excited to see what unfolds. I'm thinking, I don't know if we'll get like a little a brief journey to Whitewood, like they'll just be there in this episode, or if we'll get a little expansion of the universe and we'll get to see this world a little bit more outside and in between Tal'Dorei and Whitewood. So yeah, that's it. As far as, I have no expectations, just excited to get into it. So let's get straight into these comments. These will be from, we had a lot on episode 1. So I think all these will be from episode 1. Same video that I read comments from last time. We're just continuing it. We left off with 757 Reaper, so we'll start with Jacob McClendon. All right, let's get into yours. You said bidet is a insider joke. The Critical Role community, the group went to a different continent, and the bidet is from Grog butchering the locals' greeting. Yeah, I briefly read another comment, and it told me about that. So I think he called it like a Grogism. So if I'm pronouncing that wrong, you could call it a chillism or something. But let's continue. Said dragons are obsessed with gold. Okay. Silas is voiced by Matthew Mercer, the friend who got them all together for the birthday, who voices Jesse McCree in Overwatch. I'm not familiar with Overwatch. And Death in Death's Gambit, I don't know that either. I don't know if that's a video game or something else. I'm not sure. He was also the person who ran the D&D campaign this is based off of. Got it. Delilah is voiced by Gray Griffin, who voiced Azula. I do know that one. Another commenter mentioned that. So thank you for letting me know. Again, reinforcing that. It'll help me remember it. We got Shadow Girl. 00. You said several people have commented that cleric is the job class. Think video role play game classes already, but I don't think anyone has mentioned yet about Lady Kima. Not that I've seen yet. Lady Kima is the one that looks like Pike in the council, right? Lady Kima is a paladin. I know it's weird because most people who are familiar with the video games aren't used to seeing the healer in armor, but clerics in D&D have the ability to wear medium and heavy armor like paladins. Okay. Paladins tend to be a bit more fighty, though, with access to few spells to boost themselves or others around them. Okay, so I wonder, since we had, could she have any influence on Pike? I asked about Pike's age. Maybe she still has a lot of room to grow as far as her powers are concerned. I wonder if her staying behind in Tal'Dorei, she can get any like mentorship from Lady Kima, possibly help her improve her powers or gain better control of them, or maybe help her just get, I don't know if Lady Kima has any interaction with like the Everlight, or is that just Pike? So I guess we'll see. We'll get more into that, but that just brought up that thought. Oh, and race, Pike is supposed to be a gnome and Lady Kima is a halfling. Okay. Though the term halfling, I think, was created by D&D, so I don't know if they'll use the term specifically in the show. They're both short races, but I think gnomes have pointed ears while halflings do not. Okay. I didn't notice. I'll have to pay better attention when I know Pike has the pointy ears, but I don't know about Lady Kima. So I'll pay attention to that as we're watching the show. This is a long one. We'll see if we can get through the whole thing. I see people already explained what D&D is, so I'll add that the animated series is based on the first campaign of Critical Role. Got it. You may consider a campaign as a complete story. Okay. From start to finish. They finished 2 at this point. Each lasted for about several years and contained over 100 episode streams, 3 to 5 hours each. They usually stream weekly. Okay, so that kind of simplifies it, or makes it, or clarifies just a little bit as a complete story. I think the term briarwood act was throwing me off. I wasn't sure if that was like a chapter in the story, or if that was the complete arc, and this was just like this whole campaign was called the briarwood act, and then it was just condensed for this season. So the way you explain it, I wonder is so if we were to get a second season, would it be another act of this campaign, or would this story completely over, or would we just get completely new characters in the next season possibly, or would the next campaign be a continuance of Vox Machina, or would it be a new team? I guess that's my question. 3 to 5 hours. They usually stream weekly. The first campaign was about Vox Machina. The second one took place in the same world, but a few decades later on another continent with complete. Okay. You answered my question within the question. I asked another question. Okay, thank you. Characters from the first campaign appearing, but it's mostly a completely new story, and not a direct continuation. And recently they started their third campaign, the same deal, a time skip, a set of new main characters, and so on. Got it. Okay, that clear. Perfect. Thank you. The first 2 episodes of the animated series are not weren't live streamed. You guys have touched on that for me. Starting from the 3rd episode, the story includes we've seen streams. Let's see, based on fan favorites. Okay, so the first season of the show is based on fan favorite story arc chapter, you can say, of the first campaign, and they already have greenlit for the second season, and they are probably working on it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because I've been waiting on shows that have already ended, and it's been a long wait. Invincible specifically, so hopefully not too long of a wait for it. And yes, bidet is a greeting among critters. It came from Grog mishearing good day. So it is. So instead of good day, he says bidet or bidet. That's funny. And thinking it's a greeting in some other language and using it as such since then. And finally, while we are on Grog, yes, he has a rage mode. It's a game mechanic of barbarian class in D&D, raging, and Kratos. Raging gives a barbarian additional damage dealt and reduced by half damage taken. Physical damage anyway. I would like to rage is Travis Willingham's Grog's voice actor catchphrase he uses every time he uses the mechanic. That's why Grog yelled that before attacking the dragon. It's just one of the many small things this show does that make fans happy. I love that. And in shows like this, when they give fan service, even though I'm a new fan, you guys letting me know in the comment section makes me appreciate it more. And I even though I don't exactly know what it's elaborating on in the context of the show to game, I pick up on it, and I like small details like that regardless. Like in Arcane, so many of those small details, and I love it. We got K. You got a long comment, but I'm gonna read some of it. D&D, the most famous role-playing game in RPG. In an RPG, there's a master called Dungeon Master, DM for short, in D&D, who creates a story, while players create their own characters and backstories, which the master uses in his larger story. Got it? So you're elaborating on a lot of the information I've gotten. The master creates a whole world in D&D. Medieval fantasy type world like Lord of the Rings with cities, history, gods, characters. That sound like a little. I know you guys got a little beef with Lord of the Rings. That sound like a little shot. You saying Lord of the Rings ain't got cities, history, gods, characters? I'm just playing with you. NPCs that he portrays, or portrays when the players meet them. The players start a campaign meeting each other and reacting to what the master puts in front of them. Got it. The voice or the choices and actions make the master develop his story, improvising and creating new events along the way. Master and players influence each other, creating the story together till the end of the campaign. That can be years long. Yep, I've heard. During which usually players' characters grow and reach their goals and save the world. Probably in the meantime. Now I wonder when going into these games, does the dungeon master sit there? I know this a lot of it's improvised, so this question might be irrelevant, but I wonder if they get into it thinking that it'll go for this long, or even can go for this long. I know this was just something they wanted to try for the birthday, but I wonder if they had any idea like what they were actually getting into when they started it, or how much they would love it before they got into it. Trying to role plays when you can, what you want, trying to respect other players and work together with them to make the experience great for everybody. When you play, you roll the dice. Example, the master tells you the innkeeper is watching you. Okay, so this is all game detail. So I'm going to continue reading that by myself, and then I'll reply to you and heart your comment too. I'm not going to heart it right now because I want to come back to it and read the whole thing. What we got? You got Elias. Let me know if I'm butchering that. In this world, magic is harnessed by each character based on their abilities. Scanlan uses charisma for his spells, so they are primarily for deception, persuasion, distraction. Pike uses wisdom, focus on healing, buffing, radiant light. Keyleth uses wisdom, but through her connection to nature, so her magic manifests in the elements, weather, plants, and animals. I wonder, did that explanation brings up a question with Keyleth coming up? She created the light in that last episode to get rid of the like dark walkers. Night walkers, whatever they're called, technically. Is that a specific ability of a druid, or does that cross over into something else? Because it sounds more like, who was it? Pike a little bit with the radiant light. I don't think it was that, but it just raises that question. They can use all of these in a lot different ways, and they've been able to simplify the very complex spells in D&D so that they come through in the show. Really enjoy your reaction. Welcome to the critter community. Thank you, Elias. Hopefully I'm getting Elias. I'm going to stick with. Hopefully I'm getting that right. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. Thank you for welcoming me into the critter community. I'm enjoying it. Jennifer Ruthier. Heyo, welcome to the critter community. Few things. So first, you mentioned the whole level up thing being like a video game. My partner is super into old school video games, and there's like this whole class of video games called RPGs. I sense a little sarcasm, but I like it. Which stands for role playing game. These games are designed after. I've always wanted to kind of try those out. I haven't dove deep into them because I know how extensive they are, and Dark Souls scares the hell out of me. I know I'm gonna get my ass whooped when I actually start playing it, but that is one that has caught my eye before. These games were designed after the OG Dungeons and Dragons, which came out in the 70s sometime. These have been around forever, since before me. So if it's gone on this long, you got to know it's a great game, regardless of whether everybody plays it or not. Video game we play now that has that level up feature, Skyrim, Witcher, etc. All those can be traced way back to D&D. Also, Vex's weird dragon headache is because she has a preferred enemy type deal from being a ranger. And given her backstory with the dragon that killed her and Vex's mom, Laura Bailey, voice actor who plays Vex, chose dragons as her main gig. Got it. So she only gets that headache thing for dragons specifically. So stoked to see how into these episodes you are. Welcome to the Critter Club. Been a fan for a long time. I'm a fan now. Thank you for accepting me once again. I'm glad to be a part of the community, and I'm glad you all are enjoying my reactions to the episode and my input and thoughts on the show. I'm glad you enjoy those as much of a tangent and how far-fetched some of them can be. I know you guys enjoy, and even when I'm way off base, you guys bring me back to earth and give me the information that keeps me on track. So thank you. I appreciate that. Katie Newman, welcome back. Pike and Scanlan both can use support magic to enhance their allies, which we've already got a taste of with Pike in the fight against Silas in the courtyard, or even in the first episode against the dragon. Very important roles for a good party. That simple +1 can mean all the difference in the world. Yes, I can already tell that's going to play a big part in the story, but I also wonder, with Pike staying behind now, them going to Whitewood, I don't know how long they're going to be separated, but if they get into some type of trouble, how is missing Pike gonna play a role? I'm assuming it'll be a big part, because she's had to help out a little bit against the dragon when they found out it was the general. When they first went against the dragon in the first episode, Keyleth helped out there with the plants, but and then in the courtyard, her abilities will be missed if they run into some trouble on this journey. So I'm wondering exactly how that'll play out. And maybe we'll pick up another character, add to the team. I don't know. I think we're on our way to see Gilmore right now, so we'll see what happens there. Wolf Girl Aiden. So the 50 to 60 hours that people mentioned is for the entire campaign, which is different to a season. When playing D&D, a campaign is considered to be the start to finish of a story. Got it? That you play with a certain set of characters. Oh, okay, so perfect. So a campaign is the complete story, not just, and then the act is just the chapters within it. Okay, so you guys' comments together or piecing this together for me. I know it's a lot of info, so it took me a minute to pick up on it, but got it now. Perfect. Thank you. Campaign is considered to be a start of so this season that's so far funded is going to be just one story arc of the campaign, if that makes sense. It makes perfect sense. It will probably end up being one story arc per season, and if they go on to animate their other campaigns, those will be considered a separate series. This one is The Legend of Vox Machina. The next one would be The Legend of the Mighty Nine, or another title that they decide. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. That perfect elaboration. I love that. Thank you. We'll get a couple more. Let's see what you got for me. This is a long one, but we'll get it. Cleric is the one of the classes of D&D. It describes what the character has trained to do and is the major determiner of their skills, special abilities, spells, if they have any, and fighting style. For example, Pike is a cleric, which is essentially a priest dedicated to the worship of one of the gods, and through the power of their faith is able to call spells granted to them by their patron deity. The stereotypical role of a cleric is that of a healer. Healing spells are almost exclusively divine spells, with a few exceptions. Though there are a lot of different things clerics can do based on which god they worship, a cleric of a war god will be different from a cleric to a trickster god. Okay. A cleric of a war god will be different from a cleric to a trickster god. Okay, so we got different. Obviously, I already knew there was like different types of gods, but I didn't know there would be different clerics assigned to each one. So that's really interesting. I don't know that we'll get any more in this season, possibly new seasons if they do other story arcs of Vox Machina. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We got 12 episodes here, baby. And what aspect of said god they devote themselves to? Clerics are primarily spellcasters. More often than not, they will cast spells in combat than use a weapon. Though most can still wear armor and are often trained in the favored weapon of their god. Got it. Lady Kima is actually a paladin. Yep. A holy champion. That's a fancy title. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. That through their sacred paths gain the aid of the divine to bolster their combat abilities against smite down the forces of evil. They get a few spells and some healing ability, though not as much as a cleric. but they're usually frontline melee weapon fighters who often wear heavy armor. Okay, got it. So I had a question earlier based on that last comment whether Pike and Lady Kima could team up and Lady Kima could give her assistance in reaching or getting back in touch with the Everlight. Not the case. It doesn't sound like based on your comment, but could she still help her with her combat abilities to make her just a better fighter overall? So that could be a possibility. Next comment, we got James Wilmez. I think comparing D&D to a video game is very fair and can make it easier to understand. D&D is a role-playing game where your game master's brain is the game you are playing. The rules of D&D are the program you're running to play the game, and the whole game is calculated manually with dice and good old-fashioned math. Nice. Imagine you want to play Skyrim in the year 1977. Atari isn't cut it facts. You need 5 nerds and some dice. Nice. I like that analogy. Okay, and then we got another elaboration on bidet. So that'll be the end of it for comments in this one. We'll continue those in episode 6. But for now, let's get into that reaction of episode 5. Because again, we had 20 minutes. Like I said, we wouldn't. But we got episode 5. The name one is Fate's Journey. Let's get into it. Uh-oh, y'all already on the run? What the hell y'all do?
Where'd they go?
Oh, they're leaving Tal'Dorei still. Okay. So these are just the guards that don't know that the one from the keep let them go. Damn squirrels. Is that Keelan? Yep.
Come on.
I like the uniform of the guards, I'm not gonna lie. Animation, costumes are on point. I love it. Do D&D characters dress up when y'all play? Like in real life? Like I said, I've never seen a game, but I know how in-depth it can get.
Holy water. One of the only things truly known to stop a vampire.
All these.
Well, that and direct sunlight.
There you go.
We will take all
So
the holy
Keyleth
water
might play a big role with her little
Looking at it.
ball of sun.
I need to grab a few more
But
things.
why y'all need all these damn weapons? Take Gilmore with you.
You're
He looked like he could kick some
one
ass.
moderate. Need some
Not
help?
gonna lie, Keyleth,
I'm fine.
I still like
Thanks,
Keyleth,
babe. It's
but
okay. I'll just stay.
it seemed like she
Same
got the same type of intelligence as Grog, or not too far above it.
Thanks, Vax.
Oh, okay, Vex. What was that?
Please stop that. I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh, is that what you're doing? I thought you were practicing your resting bitch face.
Excuse
That
me.
too.
My bitch face?
You're heading home. Figured you'd look happier.
This isn't a home.
The place where they
This is
murdered
a
his
suicide
family.
mission.
All I can make out is one word of Delilah's craptastic scribble. Something called a zipper twat.
Okay. Yeah, actually,
That's probably not what you
it's a
think it means.
Ziggurat.
Oh, thank God.
They spent hours teaching me stuff like this for my Aramente. Ziggurats were
Ooh.
ancient structures used for contacting gods.
Okay,
Wish I could
Keyleth.
help more, but I fell asleep a lot in ancient abyssal class.
Hey.
And we're
You
hopeless
did
at
something.
once.
All right, so I thought maybe Gilmore would be able to help them out with a little bit, but they didn't even show it to him.
Hey, Pike is going to be fine.
I know, Dad. She's stronger than all of us. I'm more worried about us without her.
Oh, she gonna come back and beast. That's what I was wondering. Y'all gonna get into some trouble, and she ain't gonna be able to save y'all's ass.
Percy,
Oh, shit.
stop.
I'm not that tired.
Is that another one of those
No, I mean,
damn
stop the
puppets,
damn
dead
cart.
puppets?
Something's tracking us.
Whoa.
It's probably not Delilah, because at this point they probably already know they're coming to them. No need to track them. The wolf? Oh no! You better not go and pet that thing. It's gonna rip your damn arm off. Oh. Oh shit! So it is one of those dead puppets. Is it like a dead wolf, or I don't know what that is?
What the fuck are those?
That's what I'm thinking, girl.
Gift from Lady Briarwood.
Oh, so it is from her. Oh, hell no. Oh! Why they take Scanlan? Oh, is he still holding the book? Time to break out that gun you've been working on, Percy. Nice. Oh, that's dope. she's gotten a little bit stronger. Being able to do that so quickly on the fly like that. I know she did it briefly a couple times when she had to create like the wall between. Oh my god! No, no effect. Huh. Wait, was that the enchanted arrow she just shot? It has. She bought those for no damn reason. Ooh. Damn, Vax is getting. Ooh. Vax is kind of getting beasted in these episodes. I know he's healing, but he's taking some scars. I know he's like an assassin thief, so combat isn't his forte, so to speak. But is he gonna make it through this damn season or this campaign? No, don't. No. I guess y'all gonna get it back, but damn. Rip to those horses though. Oh, you bet not. You bet not. All that damn money you just spent on all that material, even though they don't seem to be doing much yet. I guess they didn't work because these wolves were dead, so it doesn't have any effect. Where you at? Nah, he made it. Ain't no way. Go ahead, sing a song for him. Did he use his? Is he floating? Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, so he doesn't even need his little violin to cast a spell, huh?
Well, I mean, at least we still have our holy water.
No. Way to jinx it. Hopefully that's a durable glass. So much for that. Damn. Damn. And look back at y'all to rub it in your face.
She got what she wanted. Again.
I'm wondering how much. Obviously, she wanted for a reason, but I don't think it's just solely for power. I wonder what importance exactly that has to her.
Everything for the
Yeah, that's the character that reminds me of Grog.
Lord and lady, the dinner guests you requested.
Oh, they about to. They are dinner, huh? At least for Silas, huh? Oh, damn, that's messed up.
Excuse me, did we win a prize?
Yes, little one. You've been chosen for a very special event.
Clumehon.
Oh.
It made you handsomer.
Prince and the Frog. He
meant.
Oh.
I like that even more.
Of course you do.
Well, yep, now I'm confused and aroused.
Hands off.
Made him true self.
Do I look at this?
I know you care about others. That's what makes a great leader.
True.
Kiki.
There you go. Keep on. Kiki.
I believe in you.
We got little pet names now.
Thanks, friend.
Ooh. Come on, Kiki. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Yes. How may I be of service?
Oh, she's got the little
need the
jewel in
everlight.
her.
Are you all right?
Is that the
my
same
child?
jewel? Oh, is this like a church?
I was helping my friends battle a dark mage and she cracked my holy symbol and I haven't been able to connect or heal or do anything and now I think I'm cursed.
Whatever has happened to you, child, the Everlight accepts you as you are.
Oh, hell no.
What? That's still finished.
I bet. And not traumatized at all. You a different kind of special, Scanlan.
What's the worst monster you've ever faced?
The Briarwoods.
They're in Whitestone,
Yeah.
and we'll all be facing them soon.
There, go getting dark again. Thanks for ruining the mood, Percy.
Kill.
I keep thinking about when we left Singorn.
Yeah. Screw that place. And father.
Careful, brother. Those vines have thorns.
Uh-oh.
You're imagining things.
Is there really something to that? Yeah, I know she's got her spidey senses. Is there something we're gonna learn about Keyleth?
You know, sometimes
we're
courage
gonna
is
have to
knowing
watch
there
out
could be
for.
trouble in taking the chance anyway.
And I wonder what's up with their father. They don't seem to have a good relationship with him. The first dragon we saw was a transformation from the general. So I'm wondering if either they know the human that transformed into a dragon to kill their mother, or if they just don't like their father for another reason. I don't know. Ooh, got all their names on it.
It's beautiful. Lush. Orchards always in bloom. Thanks to the sun tree.
Damn,
Percy.
that tree is gone.
What have they done?
Sheesh. I should have known as soon as he started talking, actually having good memories of it, that they were going to come crashing down instantly. Ooh. You told me Grog is a half giant, so is that a full giant? I might just call his ass a titan.
Percy, you okay?
Does he see his mom's house? Or... Oh my, is that was that the family we just saw in the castle? I didn't recognize her from her face, but the crest, the necklace, that's not it. It's us. Wait, what? What? Okay, I'm gonna watch these credits. We gonna come back, and then we gonna scan through the timeline, and I want to see that scene again too. But we'll be back in a second to discuss. Okay, so another great episode. At the end of I feel like we have to start off with that. I did not realize right off the bat when they slowly panned or quickly panned across the faces. I didn't notice that the horns were on her. I didn't notice the face paint on the dad. I noticed the glasses, but that didn't register right away that they had been dressed up as Vox. So it did not cross my mind that the Briarwoods, I know Percy's been warning us and telling us, but it didn't cross my mind that they would be quite this sadistic. Even though I've already seen them basically murder people, I didn't think it would come to something like this already. They just got here. What the hell is about to go down? But they're preparing for something. Delilah was talking about some sort of ritual. I don't know if this was the ritual or if this is just part of it, the start of it. I don't know. That caught me off guard. But damn, this was a very good episode without a crazy amount happening. So we're gonna run through it. We kicked off the episode with stopping at Gilmore's, getting all the gear that they were gonna use against the Briarwoods. They lost it all already. So, did they go? I think they lost it all. I don't think they went back and retrieved the swords and stuff. So they're gonna be without that. He might. What's his name? Vax might still have his dagger. I don't know if that was in the bag. So everything that was in the bag, I think, is gone. Definitely the holy water. It sounded like that bottle cracked. So all that stuff is gone. In that same scene, we had a moment between Vax and Keyleth. I wonder how long that's been developing. It doesn't seem to have come to anything yet, but obviously they've got a little something in between each other, and I like that. I don't know what's gonna come of it, but the fact that Vex is so apprehensive to that relationship developing at all, I'm gonna take into consideration a lot because of her spidey sense. Even though it's directly tied to like dragons and stuff like that, she still has like a third eye or intuition towards these type of things. And the reason I say that is because in last episode, when they were in the castle, when Uriel was going to have them locked up, she sensed that something was wrong with him or off with him. She's the one that kind of called it out. So when it comes to this relationship between Vax and Keyleth, I'm going to question it a little bit. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's has something to do with these powers, how she gets her powers, her family. Maybe they're not exactly good people. I don't know. Maybe they've done or wronged their family in some way. Vax and Keyless, or Vax and Vex's family in some way. I don't know. We had that little scene in the forest when they were discussing their relationship, or at least she was warning him about her a little bit, where he mentioned their dad, and it sounds like they don't have a good relationship at all. So I wonder if we'll get more flashback into that. Actually, I want flashback of all these characters, to be honest. We got a little taste of them around the campfire, giving their little monster stories, weirdest or craziest monsters they've slain. But I want more into their backstory as far as what happened, like more serious, like what happened to their mother, what's up with their dad, and I feel like we'll get that. Percy seems to be, maybe it'll be separate acts or seasons on here, since this one is based on Briarwood. We got Percy's story, he's kicking things off. I wonder if we'll get maybe a little taste of their backstories, or if they'll just hold that off for other seasons, because I'm positive. You told me it's been greenlit for season 2, and as good as it is, it's going to continue to go as long as you guys support it, and I know you guys are going to continue to do that. So yeah, there was that. We got more of these beasts that Delilah can conjure, not humans this time, and these ones were tangible. So they weren't like, I was questioning her power because I thought that she could only control the humans, the night walkers that were like her little puppets, but they were weak to light. These beasts were a lot stronger. It wasn't bright out, but it was still light. So they were tangible. They were able to be stabbed. They were able to hurt them pretty easily, not just absorb into their body or liquefy into their body. So these are definitely more dangerous, and I take it she'll even have more things more dangerous than them. They got the book back. I take it that's part of this ritual that they're going into. Maybe that's why she wanted it so bad. I don't know if she's waiting for Vox to get there to run this ritual, but regardless, they're going to be there for it, based on this last scene and the fact that they already got there. And again, I've mentioned how much I like the pacing of this show. I would have liked to have seen a little exploration into the world, since it's so big and grand, but since this is 12 episodes, I really appreciate that they didn't waste time on that, and they got straight to the next city, got here pretty quick, and this episode didn't skip a beat, so I like that. I still can't get over the fact that damn, they did that to that family. Oh my god. Scanlan, we had a scene with him where he was lifted up by the hand without his guitar. So we're getting a bigger sample size of his powers a little bit. So I was appreciative of that. That little girl, I don't know what exactly that scroll was that Scanlan was reading from, the scriptures, or not the scriptures, but the spells and all that. So we'll see more about that going forward. Pike, we didn't get much into her, but we saw a little bit of what she's going to be doing. She met up with a priest, another priest, it looks like. I don't know that priest was considered like a cleric, someone who uses the same power or is a healer like Pike, or she's just a lady of the church, so to speak. So we'll get more into that. What else do we have? We have Percy realizing that I'm sure he already knew that this would be the case deep down, as far as this town being wrecked, because it was a mess when he left it. So I can only imagine he didn't think things would get better or even stay the same. So they've ruined this place, at least the lower city. I'm sure they're still living pretty lavish in this castle. So I don't know. They're looking for the priest of the town. He said she'll have answers. So I take it we'll see her in this next episode. She'll be able to elaborate on exactly what happened. So we'll run into her. This family that got lynched at the end. I don't know what that's about, man. I don't know if this is part of a ritual or this is just simply a message to them. Like this is your future. Seems pretty clear cut, but I don't see Delilah and Silas as the type to bite their tongues or send messages that aren't direct. So I don't know. We'll see. This was episode 5, another great one. I enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be reacting to the whole series. Check out my other videos while you're waiting. I'm about to get into episode 6 right now. So I think as far as being caught up, I think they've released up to 9 so far, and I'll be caught up to 6. So we'll see how many I get through tonight, and then we'll upload those. Hit that bell notification button so you know when these are uploaded, and I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.